morning in Savannah, Georgia. Down by the water. Good morning. It's a midweek. Well, actually, it's the end of the week. I just on vacation with my sons here in Savannah, Georgia, down by the docks. Had to get up early for the sunrise, and I don't know, really not getting much of anything here, but wanted to go through the record store day list. Let's just see kind of what I'm looking at, what excited me. You know, some of it wasn't bad. And some people are really excited about the list. I've been kind of trying to decide what to do and what not to do with it. But take a look at what my picks are, and let me know what you're looking at. Let me know what you're going to buy, or what has you really excited, because I'm really interested. You might just persuade me to spend some more money. Okay, here we go. So record store day releases. At first when I looked at the list, as usual, I go, maybe yes, maybe no. At my local record store has some albums I would really like to get that, it's going to cost money. So do I funnel money into a classic or into some record store day stuff? And I'm leaning more and more into just, hey, here's an important album that I've always wanted, and I know I'm going to enjoy that much more than getting maybe some record store day release that, quite honestly, I don't always play them. But still, it's the hype of record store day, and it is exciting. So I went through this list, and I did find some that really interest me. So I'll take a look. We're in Detroit right now, waiting on my flight to Savannah. Some nice coffee, a book. We're ready to go. But we're going to take time to do this. Now, first off, look at this. Come on, open up. Hold on. There we go. All right. Rick Astley. God, I hated that song. Never Going to Give You Up. I'm sorry, the guy has a soulful voice, but I absolutely could not stand that song. But there it is. It's 35 years. 35 years. Wow. Re-releasing it. There's only 1,800 of them. Grab them. A lot of people love them. I no, can't do it. Okay, but let's look at what I do want. So let's find. Let's look here. All right, the first one that caught my attention was The Damned, and this one is a record store day exclusive. There's only 1,800 of them coming out. And it's the 40th anniversary of their Strawberries album. Wow, with strawberry scented pink and red vinyl. There is nothing more exciting than the smell of scented vinyl. Oh my God, isn't that something? But that one that one caught my interest. Is it a must-have for me? No, I can't get that right. But something, if I see it, I may consider it. Okay, here's one. This is Betty Harris. Let me try to get that up there a little bit. Again, this is RSD exclusive, only 1,500 of them. She's a soul singer, came out of New Orleans. What do I know of her? Absolutely nothing. But yeah, I pulled up a few of her tunes and listened to them. Great soul music, something different I don't have. It looks, you think in terms of Aretha and everything. This could be a very interesting pick. So we'll see. That's something that has me interested. On the list, you have the David Bowies, they're on there. Bill Evans, he's on there as always. You have a lot of these, the usual ones. A lot of 7-inch and a lot of EPs, and I'm just kind of keeping away. Even an EP, I mean, I just don't need to have it. And there's some exciting rock ones, especially from the 90s, like Alice in Chains and things, but do I really need to have it? And that's kind of where I'm at. Here's one that really caught my interest. This is probably the number one for me. Art Pepper meets the Rhythm section. There's 6,000 available off Craft, but he plays with Miles Davis's group. They're telling me we got to put a mask on, and so this one really sounded fascinating. I would say if there's one I want, this is my number one selection. The Rain Parade. Supposedly this has never been released on vinyl. There's only 1,500 of them, 12-inch. You know, they were a big part of the psychedelia of the 80s, that movement. And so, you know, they say this one has quite a bit of that Paisley underground psychedelic type feel. Yeah, I have the first album, and I really liked it. Good group. Again, there's not a lot of them out there, but for me, if I can find that one, this would be a really good find. There was some Iggy Pop live. And I think I read it was off the soundboard. That's kind of interesting. I just don't know, but this is the live one that kind of grabbed more of my attention. It's an early replacements. 10,000 of these, so it should be able to be found. 2 LP set. Again, it comes how good is the recording. It's early replacements. They were loud, snotty, played extremely hard, but they were a hell of a lot of fun. So it's a nice document on a group I really do enjoy. It's going to be kind of sloppy on it with their playing. That's part of the replacements. So this is something to look for. This one was good, I thought. Shocking Blue. It's basically a greatest hits. There's 2,000 of them. I mean, everyone knows the song Venus from them, but that's kind of it in the U.S., but they were huge overseas. And in so much of their music we never heard. And I have that first, that album that had Venus on there. It was just excellent album. So I'm just thinking, hey, I bet you the rest of these hits are pretty good. Again, only 2,000 of these, music on vinyl, so generally, again, really good pressing, you would expect. So this is one that, hey, we're going to see what we can find. Right? I'm a Mess, Punk 45, Soul Jazz Records presents 1,500 of these. This is early punk, and a lot of this they never had albums, just the singles that came out. But I love that era of punk. I mean, it's just so everyone was just doing their own thing. And this could be a heck of fun stuff. Soul Jazz Records actually has a variety of different compilations out there, but this is one of them I'm interested in. Ramones have a live album out there. Stiff Little Fingers does, and a group I really love. But how many live albums do I absolutely put on? I truly don't. They're fun to listen to, but I never really go back and play them a lot, so I'm trying to back off on a lot of that. Here's one, and this is a limited run, so I don't know if I'll even be able to find it. 2,000 of them made, World Party, and it was curated. It has some unreleased tracks, some different stuff that's not out there. World Party's always been a favorite group of mine, one I truly appreciate, so that one, yeah, you know what, if I found that, I would probably grab that to see what they have. So I was trying to stay away from live albums, but here's another one, Ultrabox, Live at the Rainbow, 1977, 2,600 of them were out there. That early Ultrabox is really kind of cool. I love the album Vienna, but the early one was much more punk-oriented and had just a really cool feel to it. So, this one kind of captures my attention. Again, if I don't get it, it's no big deal, but if I saw it, that's something I would probably grab just to kind of give it a listen. And there's a Miles Davis. It's a first release, like the Ultravox. 10,000 of these are coming out. You will be able to find it. It will come out later on. It's just from an 83 concert, 2 LP set. Yeah, it's a part of the Davis catalog that I used to have a lot, but I haven't really brought much of it back into my collection. It's worth listening to. He's getting into more hip-hop and bringing in some different sounds like that. So, it's something, it is worth exploring and seeing what else might be there. It is a temptation. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now for the upcoming record store day. A lot of other things are interesting. How often will I listen to it? And that's what it really comes down to. Yeah, it's something we all have to decide.